So every single day I get messages, comments from many of you out there who say, Sean, my mixes suck. My recordings are really unprofessional. I've got my hands up. I'm ready to give up. What do I do? Don't get discouraged. Don't throw in the towel. I promise you're going to get to where you want to be, but you need to consider some things. So let's talk about it.
All the way from the start, I can feel it in my heart, like all the way from the start.
We're going to talk about the 3 P's of mixing. These are all very important things in order to become what you want to become in terms of getting the results that you're after. So the first P we're going to talk about is passion. When you're first starting out, you need to fall in love with the process of mixing and producing whatever it is you're doing in the studio. You need to really embrace the process. So rather than focused on the results, so you may be sitting in your mix and the whole time you're just like, this doesn't sound the way I want it to, I suck. That's not the right attitude that you need to adopt, especially in the early stages. You need to be finding ways to just have fun. So whether that is, getting a new plugin or finding out a new technique in one of the videos that we talk about and starting to apply just that small technique and just enjoying what you're doing with that. And then that's going to facilitate the rest of the process. And as you are embracing it, you're going to be learning quicker because you're enjoying it. It's just a natural human thing that the more you enjoy something, the quicker you learn, the more you build an aptitude for it, and the more that you're willing to commit the time necessary to do it. So remember, if you're in your session, you're working on something and you're not having fun, you're probably doing something wrong. I'm not saying that, there's not work to be done here in a lot of this stuff, because there is, but you want to be enjoying it at the end of the day. So the next P we're going to talk about is patience. A lot of you just have the wrong perception of time in terms of how long it takes to get the results that you want. There's some of you out there who are going to progress a lot quicker than others. I've been doing this for 10 years at least at this point, and I'm still finding out things that I can get better with. I'm still learning all the time. I'm still picking up new techniques. It's a never-ending process, really. It's not something that you're kind of putting a timestamp on and saying, okay, well, in 1 year, I'm going to be getting all the results that I want. Everything's going to be perfect. I'm going to be the most amazing mixer in the world. Nothing really works like that. It's really until the day you die, you should be getting better at it. Some of you are looking for like the magic plugin or preset. And, a lot of these things do facilitate the process. I provide presets, templates, courses, all these things that I put out for you guys. It's because I want to speed up that process, and I want to make it a level playing field in terms of showing you this is my exact workflow. I'm giving you the same tools that I'm using that's taken me a really long time to, develop and start to get comfortable with, because nobody showed that to me. So I'm trying to just go ahead and say, here you go, but you can't expect, just to be great without putting in some time. Finally, the last P is persistence. So it kind of goes along with patience. You're going to run into some roadblocks. So you're going to find things that give you more trouble than others. One of the things that I struggled with a lot in the early stages was low end. One, because I was monitoring in a way that I couldn't really hear what was going on. And 2, I just didn't understand the relationship between the kick and the sub and everything that was going on, below about 80 hertz. I just didn't really know how to mix that and balance it in a way that was complementary to whatever it was that I was working on. So it took a lot of time and it took a lot of practice and referencing for me to really get a grasp on what I was doing wrong. The main one that I hear from you guys is, I don't know what compression is doing. I can't hear it. A lot of times it just makes my mix sound flat. And compression, just like for me, the low end was an issue. Some of you are going to have to spend more time on that. You're going to have to be persistent and just honest with yourself to say, look, I'm not good at compression, but I want to get good at it. The last thing I want to touch on in this video is the conversation of equipment. And I get so many messages from you guys saying, Sean, I don't know if my mic's good enough. I don't know if I'm using the right interface. I don't know if I have all the best plugins or whatever. And I can just tell you right now, 95% of the time, The issue is not your equipment, especially these days. The technology has just gotten so good and affordable. Getting plugins and things for less than $30. It's crazy. The technology that's packed in here. Microphones, interfaces have all come a long way. Use it to facilitate the process and have fun with it. All right, so to sum it all up, don't be discouraged. You don't suck. You're not in a consistent state of suck. Keep the things that we discussed in mind, and you're really mixing and working and recording with the right attitude, and you have the right commitment, and you're having fun, very important. You're going to be fine, and you're going to improve. Focus from now on. Do not be looking way up into the future of like, this is the ultimate result of where I want my sound and my mixes to be. Don't quit doing that. Take it a day at a time. Today I want to work on compression. I want to get a little bit better at it. And if tomorrow I sit down and I know a bit more about compression, I feel a little bit more comfortable about it, you're good. Let's make this an open forum, this video. Put a comment below. Tell us what it is that you are really having trouble with, and we can help each other, and everybody can benefit from your questions. I'm going to keep showing y'all everything I possibly can to make the process funner, easier, and faster. Talk to you soon.